Yeah, tough outing again for us tonight. Seems like Omaha has our number. It's the only team that we haven't actually competed against the whole season. The two matches that we played against them, we haven't even been able to steal a set from them. Uh, Again, a lot of mistakes on our part, especially on serve and attack. And with that amount of errors, it's difficult to compete, against a team of that caliber. So, again, back to the drawing board, back to going to training and see how we can keep getting better and find solutions for our team moving forward. Credit to Omaha, though.
Do they do anything different or stylistic, or is just matchup isn't good for you? Or what do they do that?
I think they've been really good with their serve against us in the two games. They beat us with balls that are dropping short to our receivers, and we believe that we need to have a really high percentage of good receptions in order for us to be successful with the team that we have, because we don't have a huge arm that could get those high balls and put points for us. And I think that's where they have beaten us the two sets. I think from the service line, they put pressure to us, and also their start to the games and to the sets has put us in a bad situation, and we're trying to play catch up the whole game. So again, credit to them, to their game plan, and hopefully, we got two more chances to try to compete better.
Corny, what is it to mean? Imagine it's not fun to be 0-6 too. I mean, how do you feel like the team is close to that breakthrough? You're getting better as the season's going on?
Yes. It sucks to be 0-6. We don't play professional sports to not win. But I will say the group that we have doesn't act and doesn't practice and doesn't play like we are 0-6. So that's very reassuring. It's not like you're going to work every day and just like absolutely dreading waking up in the mornings. It's a pleasure to get to work with this team and the staff every single day. And we are still finding joy in what we do. And I imagine that once we get our first win under our belts, it's kind of like, I would think that it would be a steamroll coming forward, because there's a lot of pent up competitiveness that this team has. And I mean, this league, I think across the board this year there's a lot more parity across the league. So it's not that our team is worse than others. I think we've lost 3 matches in 5 sets. So everyone who knows volleyball knows that a 5th set can go anyway. So that's not an excuse though. We're still 0-6, and credit to all the 6 teams that have beaten us, but it's a long season, and it's a tough spot to be 0-6, but again, it's a pleasure to go to work every day. So until it's not, I will continue to show up. And even when it's not, I'll make sure to call my teammates out and my staff out. But I enjoy this group, and I enjoy going to battle with them every night. If the result, is 0-28 or whatever, how many games we have, if we continue what we're doing right now, it's going to be a pleasure to play with this group because of the professionalism that they have to show up every day for work and do what they do with a good head on their shoulders.
What areas do you think you see the team improving on so far in the first couple of weeks?
I think we're just still going for it. We're super competitive, and I feel like each practice, each time we step on the court to play a match, like it's just getting better and better. I think our decision making is definitely getting better, but we still got a long way to go, and I know that we can get there, and we're on our way. So.
Any other questions?
Easy.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Well, welcome everybody. Supernovas post-match press conference after second consecutive sweep against the Columbus Fury. Joining us today is Supernovas head coach Laura Burton, along with outside hitter Reagan Cooper and middle blocker Toy. Toy,
Thank
first
you.
career block, kill, basically every statistic that you put on set.
Yeah.
Okay,
Woo.
all right.
And Reagan named her player of the match with 8 kills, hit 389, along with 10 digs.
Okay.
And as a team, helped Columbus to your point 3, I think it's 3.6, 0.036, which
Wow.
that means in the last 2 matches alone have been the 2 lowest opponent hitting percentages in franchise history. Bert, if you want to start us out with a quick statement about your thoughts on the match, and then we'll open it up for questions.
I'm proud of this team and how we prepared for this match and basically going on a road trip here to end out the month and start February kind of. But they locked in. We knew we had to execute at a high level. This is a good team. Every match is going to be challenging no matter who the opponent is, and the way that we kept pressure on them and were able to do that back-to-back matches says a lot about the focus here.
Did you change much from what you saw last Friday, or is this we got what we want to do on our side of the net? We're rolling with it.
It was really about us setting the tone with our serving. Serving was a big focus for us, but our transition game, like we want to dig in system, we want to get our middles going, obviously, and just have a balanced offense. So we knew they were going to come out. Obviously, Morgan Lewis was playing, and that was different. She wasn't there last week, so they went to her. She was she was scoring for them a lot in the first set. So we had to kind of key on her a little bit, but it was really about us on our side.
Reagan, talk about playing against your former team.
Yeah, I mean, it's nerve-wracking, of course. I was more nervous to play over there, play in like where I used to play, like that used to be my home last season. So just nervous about like the fan reactions and stuff, but I felt a lot more comfortable going into this game. It's also nerve-wracking because like they know my game, like the coaching staff, they all know how I play. So just having to keep that in mind and knowing I have to try and change things up so that I can score against them. And so, yeah, I felt a lot better this game.
Bird, this is a young team. I think at one point towards the end, you had 4 rookies out there. Phoebe made her season debut. Was that kind of the opportunity to present itself, or did you want to get them to playing time?
It's a little bit of both. I think everyone on this team, no matter their experience or age, everyone's earned it. And I tell them that all the time. I'm not one that really gets hung up on age. I think a team is how they compete together and the competitive chemistry. And so they've earned everything that has happened. Unfortunately, we put starters out there, and I do believe like having a core is solid for any team, but any one of them can come in. They know just how we train and how we practice. If we go to them at any point in any match, they're going to go in and do their job.
I know you got in last week with the first match here in Omaha. What was that experience like for you, and how do you think it went?
Oh, it was great. Just having the crowd, like so many people just being there behind me and being supportive has been amazing. They show out every single home game that we have. So it was nothing different from the other ones, but it was just great to be out there on the floor with my girls.
Coach, is it tough to get the team mentally prepared when you're playing a match against a winless team that you've just swept?
I think the challenge is to always just execute at a high level and to be consistent. So when we talk about a focus, it's more on us and what we want to do and the standard that we've set. We don't really talk about records because we know every opponent. This team is a good team. Like that is a good team and they will find their flow. I mean, it was just like San Diego last season. They were good athletes and good coaches. So you have to show up and really execute. We say respect the opponent because everyone's going to challenge us this year.
Talk about this short turnaround to the Orlando match Sunday afternoon.
I mean, that's going to be the rhythm of our season. So I actually think we have a better routine on the road. Like we're going to wake up tomorrow, go to the airport, like get there, go to practice, have dinner. And it's like we're in a routine. And so it's kind of just the way we live these days.
Jeff kind of mentioned you got your first kill, a couple blocks too. Did you feel like more in rhythm? We got a little bit that happened there.
Yeah, I came in like shaking. Luckily, I had Reagan and Kelsey there, you know, my rock chalk girls. So it was good to just have some people there that I know. So once like the flow got going, I was like, okay, let me just relax, let me breathe. And I came off the bench, and me and Allie are like bench buddies. And she was just holding my hand. She's like, oh, you're doing great. I was like, okay, I'm fine. But it's just going in there, just like your heart starts pumping. But I got the flow after a while.
Everyone talks about all the Nebraska go, but I mean, there's quite the contingency of Jay on
Yes, yeah.
this team too. I mean, does
Mhm.
that kind of help ease the transition into professional life?
Yeah, it was nice coming in and already knowing someone, obviously, because you're coming into a whole new team. But once you have that one person who's there, and you're like, oh my gosh, I know her, like I played with her. But also, I've heard so much about Kelsey Payne, an insane, incredible person. So being able to play with her is great as well.
I also coached at Kansas, but it's cool.
And Bird, of course.
I always get left out.
They let you in the club. You can,
Sometimes. I mean, they've done TikToks and all the things without me, but it's okay. I know.
We'll make
we're-
another TikTok.
you sit around, just tell stories about Ray and all that.
Oh, there's plenty of stories.
Big guy.
Questions?
All right, well, rock chalk.
Thank you guys.
What do you have to say?